I'm Isabella Padovan. I am 14 years old. I go to TD Christian. I'm in grade 9. And my parents are Marcio and Karina Padovan, and I have an older sister named Julia. I always grew up admiring my dad for his faith because I would always see him either listening to podcasts or reading the Bible, and it's just really inspiring to see him be so open about his faith around me, and it taught me a lot. Including my mom. She's really good around kids. She taught at the same school for like 18 years. And again, seeing her commitment is also really inspiring to me, and it teaches me how to, be a committed person. When I was 12, my friend Olivia invited me to a camp, Bethel Park Camp, and it changed my life. I was going through a hard time with friends and family, and when I went there, I really didn't want to, but my parents pushed me and encouraged me to, and so I eventually did end up saying yes to going, and it was the best decision I could make because I eventually opened up to one of the counselors at the camp, and they told me to just sit and listen for God's voice. And so I went back and I sat in one of the rows in the chairs while the worship music was playing, and I just felt this overwhelming peace, and it was so hard to explain, so I just started writing in my book, and it was so freeing to finally feel like let go of all of that pain that I was going through, and it was amazing. And I think that's when I truly first experienced God's love. Shortly after coming back from the camp, my family made the decision to move to Southside Church, and I found my community here. I found my friends, and they definitely helped me grow in my faith, and the experience I went through at camp, it pushed me to dig deeper into my faith with God. So I started, researching more. I started opening about my faith to my friends at school, and I joined a Muslim ministry for a couple weeks, and which helped me overcome my fear of spreading the gospel, and I have grown so much since then. Following Jesus is so worth it to me. I fail Jesus and I fall short of the glory of God so many times, but knowing that He's always there and His love never fails is it means so much to me to know I have a friend that will never leave my side no matter what I do or say. So Jesus is the right decision to go towards. I had a hard time believing that I had a purpose. I come to realize that there's so much more to my life and so much more that Jesus wants me to have. And so I think that my hope is restored because of Jesus, to know that because I'm alive, Jesus still has a plan for me. I think following Jesus is a commitment, and putting your full soul into it, giving your life to Jesus, and everything that you do and every action that you take is for Jesus. For example, during the Summer Fest here in Main Street, I came across a booth that was, sharing the word of the Quran. And I had the courage to step up and ask them a few questions about it. And I was having a full conversation with a man way older than me who knew so much more than me probably about this topic. But I think that being open and having an open mind is meaningful, because I know that when I left that conversation, I felt like I planted a seed. I encourage people that are struggling in their faith or have to make the leap of faith to follow Jesus to just do it, because it's so worth it. And you'll find out in the process it's not going to always be easy, but the outcome of getting to spend an eternity with a loving Father is really worth it. I'm getting baptized today because I want to show the world I'm committed to Jesus.